Now I got indigestion from shoving food down my throat in 23 seconds or less. And I got to figure out why I have sound. How's that? That should be a little better. Didn't even taste it. That's how fast I ate. So I hope everybody's doing well. So they got 10 people watching. Make sure you hit the like button. I just don't know what we're going to talk about this week. There's absolutely nothing going on right now in the crypto market. It has been a boring week. I don't know about y'all, but happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's nobody more sick in the world today than that guy. I'm sure he laughs it off to some point, but I'm sure he's crying secretly inside of in his room somewhere. That is crazy. Good reminder to eat. That's my favorite hobby, is eating. That's why I got the issues I got. So, what else is going on? I have been trying to find or get somebody to answer me. Where do I send entropy to burn? And I cannot get anybody to answer me. And I'm afraid if I ask in the wrong part of the Discord, I know what's going to happen. Some scammer is going to be like, send it to this address. I'm like, yeah, okay. I was born yesterday. It's hot in here. Ooh. Anyway, that's what happens when you have a supercomputer you're basically sitting on. But yeah, we know, all jokes aside, we got some big news this week. I'm sure everybody knows. Everybody's in here. For everybody who isn't here, welcome. Anybody who might be new, welcome. I appreciate it. Giving some shout outs by other YouTubers. I tell you, I can't describe that feeling. Look, I hate to keep using the word humbled. It's cool. I mean, I don't know what else to say, to see some of these guys mention me in their videos, that was just very unexpected. And I guess it kind of shows I've come a long way since I started all this. That's for sure. I always said I never thought I would have got more than 100 subscribers, and here I am with this. So let me see. Oh, Wendy O still out with her, the queen of clickbait. Should you sell your Sui now? No. If y'all saw Tyler S., I really love Tyler S. I watch all of his videos. We're talking about how Bitcoin, altcoin, everything going on with that, the market. I just think it's. I'll tell you all this last week. I think it's funny that you see all these people where, Bitcoin. Hey, it's we're gonna go over that in a minute. But congratulations on surpassing your all-time high. Great times for people who own Bitcoin. I don't own enough of it to get excited, but it was great. It's great for that. But now all of a sudden, here come all the YouTubers with, okay, Bitcoin hit it. Now we're going to alt season. Y'all buy y'all alts. And just like Tyler said, and I mentioned this yesterday to somebody, you're going to start seeing these YouTubers come out with, these are the top 10 coins to be owning going into this market, this altcoin season. Here's the top 20 tokens to be owning and all this stuff like that. Just be careful with all that. Even I did a video about tokens that I think could do a 5 to 20x, but I showed y'all just basically it was, if it goes back just to all-time high. They got people talking about 1,000 X's. Think about that. You put $1 in some token, it is in $1 is going to get you $1,000. We all know better than that. So just be cautious as we start going into this possible alt season. Me, I'm always negative. I think something's going to happen. The momentum, something's going to happen. Some big whale is going to take profit. Everybody else is going to. I think everybody's got an itchy trigger finger. And when they start seeing somebody starts selling, I think they don't want to get caught holding this bag way up here. That's just what I feel. You know, we did this before where we kind of come up and then we correct a little bit and come up and correct a little bit. We jumped up a pretty good bit. Wouldn't be surprised, you know, if we do some kind of correction. You know, tactical investing, the guy who I watched his boxing match with Tech Hustler, and you know, tactical investing showing me in his videos yesterday. I thought that was cool as hell. I appreciate the person that pointed that out to me. I think he could have found a little better picture of me though. He's got one where I got like some kind of like weird face or something like that, and he had it paused for like 5 minutes. I'm like, come on, dude, you gotta help me out better than that. But hey, him mentioning it, he has a way bigger channel than me, so hey, him mentioning it to me, him mentioning me in my video, in his videos, that was pretty cool. I definitely cannot complain about that. So, you know, I got the Bitcoin chart up behind me, pulling this one up now, and look, again, congratulations to Bitcoin. This is crazy. You know, it's where we at 111,000. So we basically at another new all-time high right now. Let me put this on the pretty close to it, but you know what's going to happen. We keep hitting this resistance right here, keep bouncing up. I think at some point it's going to, we'll see. It just seems like we're doing this, like come up sideways, come up sideways, come up sideways. Now we're coming up again. So does that mean at some point we're going to start going sideways for a while, a week or so? I don't know. Y'all can go get y'all TA from some of the real people. So I need KAGE to blow up. Transmission on my truck blew, so I'm shopping. Hey man, I feel you. I told y'all, for those who caught my video last night, I can't catch a break. I call it the Grumpy Luck. Really, it's my last name, Luck. But you know, I did very well with the code that some of y'all used for the Entropy Astro yesterday. Was not expecting that kind of reward, if you want to call it that. And I mean, it wasn't nothing too crazy. It wasn't like thousands of dollars or nothing like that. Nobody get all excited. But you know, you finally get a little income coming in. Y'all know, if any of y'all follow my videos, all the stuff going on in my life right now between medical stuff and everything like that. And you get this extra money that comes in you weren't expecting. You're like, hey man, that's really going to help out. Then my son has to bring his truck, which is only a year old, to the shop. Some kind of electrical issue with speakers or something. It ain't under warranty. $500. Come on, man. Like, you just can't catch a break. You just can't catch a break. So trust me, Steven, I feel you. I know how, you know, at least his truck still runs, but that's just crazy. So here's Bitcoin, 111,000. You know, Ethereum had a little bit of a pretty good surge up too. 2661. You know, it hasn't hit an all-time high. Let's see. You know, it hasn't hit an all-time high since November. And that's where I think they had all the ETF talks and stuff like that. But it's got a good ways to go. Another $2,000. So hopefully we start seeing some of our other tokens go up. Is VET, you know, AVAX. You know, with Peak going up, we can talk about, I mean, Silencio. I thought Peak would be doing a little bit better than this. I'll be honest with y'all. Look at Nadix. Look at Nadix. Nadix and Silencio. We're going to talk about Silencio too. It goes to show you, don't follow me for TA advice. Here's Whiff. Remember when Whiff was 30 cents and there was a grumpy dude that told y'all buy it? Y'all would have 4X'd on it if y'all would have followed that. So I bought a little bit of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't buy a lot. I got too much other stuff going on. So that's that. Grass is up to $2.40. It was $1 something last week. Darno Pro Adam. Man, even helium's up to $4.21. Uh-oh. We might be seeing the creeping beginning of an alt season. You never know the way this is looking. This is crazy. Lunar Classic ain't no zeros yet, so I can't get too excited. I own about 17 million of those. Yeah. So, big news. If y'all caught my Discord earlier, I know most of y'all are in my Discord. If not, there should be a link in the description. But Silencio up 154% for the week. And I know they just did a gigantic burn, but this isn't burn. This isn't just all burning. I don't know what it is. If any of y'all know, please tell me. But Silencio going up. You know, I'm going to redo my numbers on Monday because while I'm down on some of these projects and I rank them, and the ranking is what it is for that week on what I make per day. You know, people want to know if I'm quitting projects, but I don't quit them, because even though they're might be like Silencio, the lowest rank project of what we're doing that week, I'm still going to keep doing it because you're still stacking them. And, and people want to know why I'm staking for like 6 months and stuff like that. It's because of stuff like this where I'm not selling those tokens for $3-4. All them tokens for $3-4. So what am I getting out of that? Might as well just stake it and hope for the best. And if we can kind of if they can keep, they can't make burns like this all the time. And I even commented in their Discord. I didn't go back to check to see if anybody gave me any kind of smart ass answer, but I even said that burning is not 100% the answer, because if you don't have a scarcity for that token and you don't have liquidity going into it, burning can only get you so far as price increases. Why are people buying Silencio? Unless they have faith in the project and they're buying it because they think this token is going to go somewhere. This Silencio will have paying customers. If anybody's been watching their AMAs and can answer that, please answer it. So my Silencio went from $5 to $10. Lambo incoming. I don't know. I don't even know what I have total for Silencio. I guess I could look that up. So I don't know. I guess I can go into staking and see what I'm showing for that. And it says staking overview. Currently, right now, I have 1.5 million staked because I have an OG bonus of 70%. Total OG bonus raffle tickets. Next stake unlock 14 days. Silencio staking rewards. There's no raffle tickets. I don't know if that's raffle tickets I'm getting or not. But it says additional. What says SLC underneath it? Y'all might know more better than me. So this is just weird. This is just weird. I don't know if y'all can see that. On the top, let me switch screens. For those who might be in Silencio, maybe y'all can figure this out. I don't look at it all. I just stake. Whatever I get for all these raffle tickets, I just stake it. I say, screw it. I stake it. But on the top, it says I currently have staked 1.5. Y'all can see that. 1.5 million. There you go. 1.5 million SLC. My staking rewards are 147.61. But when you go up to higher, it says Silencio staked 104,000. So do I have 104,000 staked? Or do I have 1.5 million staked? Like, I don't, there's no way I have 1.5 million. No way. 5, 2, 4, 7, 8, 2. Yeah, that'd be $560. There's no way I have $560 worth of that. It's total stake, unless that's what's coming to me. Maybe that might be what's coming to me with the other airdrops. 104,462. See, that's $40. That's probably what I got. $600 gonna be it. Jay Styles, if that's correct, I mean, I showed it to you, so you don't think I'm lying. It says current totally staked 141. It says you're in. You go. You can go to in-app tokens. It's 955 247. Your in-app coins bonus. Silencio token, and it says I have. So maybe I got that in testnet, and it doesn't count staked 1.5 million. But I'm going to get my Lambo. It's okay. I can't fit in Lambos. I tell y'all that all the time. Hey, man, let's Silencio double again. Keep going. Silencio, my new favorite project. Entropy who? The door D-pin. That door? Never heard of it. Sell these half and get some Shiba. Pass. Are you doing Rover? Crypto Bullcoin, you must be new here. I'm going to tell you, Rover's one of the ones I say I miss out on. Rover's one of the ones that my people here told me about, and it was just like, man, I'm in so much stuff right now. Times are tight, blah, blah, blah. Every excuse you can think of. And Rover is one of the ones I think I really missed out on that seems to be a very solid and good project. I don't really hear too much negative about it. You could ask the gentlemen, all the guys here. They can probably tell you way more about it. As far as Soarchain 8 soaring, that's for sure. Hey, look. Nadix is up. Silencio's up. It's just a matter of time for Soarchain, right? Let's see what Soarchain looks like before we start knocking it. Soarchain is up 3% today. Told you, just a little bit started, kind of like that little bitty snowball that just starts and gets a little bit bigger, and a little bit. 3%, man, 3%. Let's see where it's. Oh, I'm sorry. That's for the week. It's up 1% today. 6% for the week. It's up 6% for the week. It was at 0.004, 0.004. And we're still down 20%. Hey, look, Soarchain, look, it's just a little slow mover. Give it some time. It's okay if your device can't stay connected. Wanted to get a video of it for this live. How many times my thing gets disconnected. Because now I see it even more because Soarchain has this camera app now. So now I got my phone and I have it in front of me on the dashboard. I look like a goofball. I got 3 different phones now on my dashboard. But now I got this phone, and now I have the app program for Soarchain running. And on the bottom, it says connected if it's connected to your Soarchain Mini, or whatever they're calling it this week. And now you see how often it really disconnects. You're riding down the road. Nobody's touching it. You got a very strong signal. And you're just riding down the road, and it just says, Soarchain lost connection. And I'm like, how? But I still say, any project with 60% staking right now, they're bad, but you cannot beat 60% staking. Like Chirp, that KAGE drop from Chirp. I know probably not everybody got that high because I hustled on Chirp. You'll know that Super Bowl, Mardi Gras out here where I live at in downtown New Orleans, French Quarter Fest. I did videos showing y'all me doing Chirp KAGE, and they get, what was it, $400, $500, whatever it was. I can't remember. I have horrible memory. And then I can stake it and get 60% more. That you can't beat that. Can't beat it. Sui did have some kind of manipulation with one of their wallets in their pools or something like that. So that's why you see these sharp drops. That's what Wendy O was talking about earlier. So you have to kind of ignore it. I'm guessing they fixed it or something like that. Somehow, whether smart contracts got hacked or something like that, they know who did it, or they know the wallet that did it, because like that goofball did, he sells it and then goes buys Ethereum. But you look at Chirp. Chirp's another one up 136%, up 200% for the month. Not everybody can get Chirp Blackbirds. I'm not spending that kind of money to get another Chirp. I want another Chirp Blackbird. I'm willing to pay what the normal price is, but I'm not spending an extra $400 on scalping prices. There's no way. Soon Seen says, I'm gonna kill it at Disney Parks this Chirp weekend with the New Year passes. So you're the one that's on. Well, you must be the one that's on the Discord, and you said that your wife manipulated you. Yeah, bro, you got screwed. You got hosed. Disney World in June. God bless. The only thing that's worse than Disney World in June is Disney World in July. The only thing that's worse than Disney World in July is Disney World in August. I don't know if I would take a free trip to Disney. And I like Disney. But, dude, the sweat and the odors that come from people in June, July, and August in South Florida, that Disney, God bless you. But you're right. You should clean up Silencio, even though somebody went to Disney and got almost all of the venues. I don't know who that could have been last year in August. And the venues in Epcot, and the venues in I still call it MGM, Disney Studios, whatever, and the venues in the what the hell is the shopping area called? Marketplace or whatever it's called. Yeah, and that was back before they had the ads. So what was cool is you got to walk through Disney and you could do a venue, and when the venue is done, after that 15 seconds, you can get your bonus, and then you go do another venue. Then you go do another venue, and then you go do another venue, and you cleaned up. So, you know, it was did very, very, very well, but I couldn't get every hex. So you look at the map, there's going to be plenty of brand new, all that walking you're going to do, bring some, wear some good, comfortable tennis shoes. But all those, there's going to be plenty of hexes that you can walk and you can see your hexes. Dude, you're going to clean up if you do Silencio. I hope you do Silencio. And with all those people there, what I learned at the LSU graduation, if y'all saw my short, is Chirp can't keep up with large crowds, Chirp KAGE. Because as I'm sitting there and I'm in a arena full of people for this LSU college graduation, it just kept like in bulk. We just add another 20 Bluetooths, another 15 Bluetooths, another 10 Wi-Fis, another 15 Wi-Fis. It did that the entire time until we left. When we left, it's still trying to catch up. I think I left there with like 13 or 14 Bluetooths. And trust me, there was way more than 12 or 13,000 people there. And you got to figure, they got people like me with 3 phones, 4 phones. Oh, excuse me. Food's coming back to attack me. Oh, Crypto Bullcorn, you throwing me some curveballs, man. IoTick's going to be anywhere. Maybe somebody else can answer that one for you too. See, Crypto Bullcorn's talking about Nadix on Tesla, Hive Mapper B. Tell you, I tried buying the Hive Mapper B. It was supposed to be in last, what was it? Supposed to be last summer it was supposed to be in. Then he moved it to August, November. Then he moved it to December. When he talked about moving it back again, I canceled mine. I think 619 had one that finally came in, but I saw that writing on the wall and I jumped out of that one. This wasn't early enough. People who were in that early, people who were in demo early, did good. If anybody caught my Monday video, I'm running 5 demo miners right now, macarons. Only paid for 3. $80 something a piece, $90 a piece, whatever they were, $270. And here we are 17 months later, and I have still not ROI'd on my 3 devices. That's crazy. Crazy. And yet you got people, if y'all saw my Twitter earlier, you got people who are going to sit here and make fun of and attack Entropy Ashlers and talk about how, yeah, y'all say it's nothing. It really is nothing, blah, blah, blah. And it's guys who are in these ASIC forums. I'm like, and that's what I put on my Twitter X. I'm like, y'all are buying $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 ASICs that y'all will not see a ROI on in 5 years. As soon as you get the thing in and plug it in, the algorithm is already going up, and the difficulty, and you most of them, I haven't kept up with ASIC. So if I'm wrong, y'all can tell me I'm wrong. Y'all not gonna hurt my feelings. But last I knew, you still had to run them on 220 volt, 240, whatever. So you're spending $10, $12 a day, $7 a day, $6 a day, whatever it is, on electricity. So even $6 a day, it's $180 a month. And y'all gonna make fun of us because we took a chance on a $100 entropy miner that we could possibly ROI in 10 to 20 days? Get out of here with that, man. That's stupid. Soon seen. So how long ago did you order those that came in? You got them 3 weeks ago. See, I ordered mine early last year. I ordered the regular camera, and that's when they came out with that, hey, we want everybody to go to bees, so we're willing to give you a special discount on bees if you take your money that you already spent on the regular camera that still hadn't came in yet. You could upgrade to a bee for half the cost or something like that, and I did it. And then after basically almost a year of waiting for it, I said, screw this. Say, oh, hell, over a year ago. That's crazy. Then they had all those people, I'm not saying this is accurate, but you had all these people talking about how all these fleets were signed up. All these fleets were signed up to get bees. So my thought is, what the hell is going to happen when all these companies start getting honey tokens or whatever they called? Yeah, honey tokens. I just thought it was going to get saturated. And took that $100 and put it towards something else. Who knows? I'm still thinking about your other question for crypto bullcorn is, man, crypto bullcorn, you on top of it, dude. I have to give it to you. The phones on the dashboard overheating thing, I was just coming to talk about that. I kind of put it off the back of my mind. So you got to hold on to that one too, man. You're killing me. What tokens would you buy now with cash? If you go check my video out, I did a video a while back, a month ago, on tokens that would 5 to 20x, and it was 5 to 20x just going back to all-time high. Even if you just get to their all-time high, that's how low they were, but they still had projects being built on them. They still had things going on. If I'm still a big fan of Solana, even though that wasn't one of my tokens. But even WIF, you look at WIF's $1 something. All-time high was what, $5? I look at stuff like that. VET, I still DCA in VET. I get paid tomorrow. I'm DCAing into VET. I'm DCAing into VThrow and some AVAX. VET still got these projects built on it. It's 3 cents. It was what, 20 something cents in the last bull market. Things like that. There's a lot of tokens out there. Some people call them boomer tokens. I'm not one to watch, I watch Alex Becker for the comedic side of it, when he's sitting there with his gun and making predictions and everything's funny. And it's cool because he put out a little X today that said, guys, this is my WWF character that I play, but in real life, I'm really like this, and this. And I thought it was pretty cool because you do see his videos and think he's a complete a-hole sometimes, worse than me. But that post he did was kind of real. But he comes out sometimes with some outlandish, crazy tokens. That's just not me. I'm not spending my hard on cash on that kind of stuff like that. I don't know. I hate giving out that kind of advice because I hate doing price predictions. I don't know. But I will say this, your other subject, what I was doing for the longest with Chirp KAGE is I would park kind of in the back, or our parking lot for my office is on a major highway. And I would park closer to the highway and just walk, because I needed the steps anyway, walk into my office. And I would park closer to the highway and leave my Chirp KAGE phone. It was a phone that, because it has to be an Android, so it's a phone I borrowed from a buddy. But this is actually it right here. And I would actually just leave this on the windshield wiper because I wanted it outside. Outside got way better range. Well, last month it would just start overheating every day, so I started putting it inside the car. That worked for about 2 or 3 weeks. Well, now in South Louisiana, it's 90 degrees here again already. May. You can't leave it inside. Same thing with my Natix. I have a Natix that's in the holder, and you try to turn it on when you get in the car, and it's overheated. Even riding around with the air conditioner on, sometimes it overheats. I don't know what we're going to do about that. I can't leave my car running, and all that stuff like that. I don't know. Oh, Toilet Thugging, what's happening? Appreciate y'all coming by. 17 of y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. So what else we got? Big news that we all know about. And you had to be basically living underneath a rock not to know about it, especially with all everything I've been pushing. He is the Entropy Ashler. Helium deploy. I actually talked to or emailed back and forth the guy who set me up as affiliate, who, also told me I did very, very, very well for the Entropy Ashler. So my first question to look, y'all poked the bear. That's what y'all said it. But hey, why did some YouTubers get an Entropy Ashler to give out to their people, their followers, and I didn't get one? So he immediately CCs some other guy and says, "Oh, so and so handles that." He'll have to answer that, because I didn't want it for me. I wanted it for y'all. I would have loved to have been able to give out today, tonight, yesterday, an Entropy Ashler from Helium Deploy or something like that. The only thing I don't know about is how the hell did he handle if somebody wins it international? I heard what some of y'all told me, that y'all had to pay for international shipping. I love y'all, but you know what? Some of these places were paying like $60, $70 American dollars for shipping. I'm like, holy hell. So I don't know how they would handle that. But anyway, I appreciate everybody who helped me out with this. Did very well. Sold out in less than 6 hours. 1,000 devices. I had tried telling y'all, we got word the day before that half of these were basically reserved. Now, I question the whole reserve thing because I don't know about y'all. I did reserve this like a week or two ago. I never got anything saying, hey, it was reserved for you, ready to, or anything like that. And in fact, I didn't even use the same email when I purchased this that I did the reservation for. So I am kind of questioning a little bit from Helium Deploy. Not that I'm not grateful to him, but you know me. I'm always trying to poke the bear. I'm curious, did anybody who reserved this through Helium Deploy get any kind of notification or anything that, hey, your reserved Ashler was ready or anything like that? I know I didn't, but I got 3 of these coming. I'm ecstatic. I'm also happy that Helium Deploy put this down there. Second law, Jeter the leader, HP accolades. And then when you went and bought the thing, you still had to check off a box that you know about this stuff. And I thought that was cool. So that should keep a lot of people that would complain at a minimum that they didn't know. Now that's what I was worried about. But I'm hoping to have at least one here tomorrow. I sent my, y'all know, if y'all watched my videos yesterday, I sent my deep undercover person here. I haven't seen him yet on here. He might be recovering from that Solana entropy party last night, because he was sending me videos. If you saw my video, he was sending me videos and I was uploading them into the video I was making like instantly. But he got me one on Tuesday night, because they went on sale at the Solana store on Tuesday night. And I heard those didn't last at all, even though they were trying to limit them to like one a person or two a person or something like that. He got me one, shipped it out Wednesday. I paid him extra for priority. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, and I should be having the unboxing tomorrow. The entropy guys also said they were sending me one. I don't think they knew that my deep undercover guy was going Tuesday to pick that up, but they're supposed to be sending me one also. I appreciate those guys for supporting me and everything. And they said they shipped theirs out yesterday also. Hoping I get it Friday. And then I also ordered one from Helium Deploy, and no telling when that one's coming. No telling. What else to say? I think these are gonna be cool. I can't wait to get one. I'm gonna put one on my desk at work just so people can see it, like just to sit there, at work. I mind, and I kick myself in the rear end because I'm hard headed. I know my wife couldn't believe I'm agreeing with that. I said that yesterday, but the professor told me when we did these NFTs and these pre-mint NFTs, what was it, a couple of months back, he said, look, you're gonna want more than what you got. I pre-minted 6. I wanted to hold on to entropy. I had a lot of entropy. I didn't want to just spend it all on NFTs because I didn't know how this was all going to go. I know guys that was sitting there buying 13, 14, 15, 18, 20 NFTs. I'm like, what the hell are you going to do with all those? Well, I didn't think about the fact that I have 3 devices running now that I need NFTs for, which means I have 3 NFTs left for the 3. Now I got 3 Ashlers coming. I wanted more Ashlers, but I'm holding off a little bit until I know what's going to happen with the NFTs that we have to buy. Because now I have to buy NFT along with a lot of y'all that are watching. So we're going to see how that goes. I don't know. I think this is going to be cool. So I should have 6 instances running, not all on the same network. I know they're trying to limit it to 5 per network. So one of these will be at my office on my separate guest network there. And I think that's going to be cool. One thing that I did say that I wanted to do is I went and put some, the money. I told everybody that the money that I got from y'all using my code and stuff like that, I took another guy's advice who was in the chat. He started up his own code and said he wanted to burn whatever he made. Well, kind of took a little bit of that. I'm not burning everything I made, but I still ain't got that in yet. But just because I wanted to do it on the live tonight, I'm going to take $200 and I'm going to buy $200 worth of entropy. Now, the problem comes in right now is, plus Solana apparently must be going down, but I don't know the burn address for entropy. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that or anything like that, but I got to get the Solana. I think I got to get the Solana contract address down for, oh no, because it's registered. So here's $200. I guess I need to save a little bit for gas, right? All right, so now y'all at least saw that I bought Entropy. Entropy, that whose price is going up. Yay, us. Now, I just need somebody to answer me on my DM on where the hell I sent it to burn it. I have burned a lot of Entropy, but I have burned it coming directly, like as we're mining it, instead of claiming it every 7 days, I'd wait and let a day or two go here, a day or two go here. Or one of my creds, for months, I never claimed it. So it burned thousands of dollars worth. But again, I have PM'd a couple of people asking for, where do I send this to burn it? And nobody can answer me. So I said you can use Soul Incinerator. I don't know about all that. So anyway, so at least y'all got to see that, hey, I injected some liquidity into Entropy. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it looks like. What does it look like? I'm a bird eye sometimes is just off. But this says we have 0.0082. .0082 entropy at the price tag. Let's see what CoinGecko's got. 0.0082, and then they got entropy is so yeah. At least y'all saw I bought. I guess I'm gonna do a separate video when I burn it. Just so, because I have people, you say that you're going to do this on Discord and everybody's like, you're going to show us live. You're going to make a video showing that you really did burn that. Hey, it's my money. I can do whatever the hell I want to do with it. It was made just my way of, hey, I made some decent reward yesterday from y'all using my code. It was a way for me to give back to the project, show my support for the project. I bought the token. Y'all saw it go in there, and at some point I'll burn it, and I'll show everybody I burnt it. Sent the link in the ENT chat on X. And now I gotta get to my X. X. Y'all bear with me. I have to pretend like I know what I'm doing. This is a professional YouTube channel. Professional, let me tell you. Connect wallet, Phantom. All right, if this doesn't work, you know who we're gonna grumpy is Chirp Rich now. Yeah, I ain't burning my Chirp. All my Chirp. Let me tell you how much I screwed up on Chirp. All my Chirp is in I don't see nothing showing up. I don't know if I have it. It's in the Phantom. Right here. You can see it in the Phantom. But I'm gonna click on. I don't know. One y'all can tell what I'm doing wrong. So where I screwed up with Chirp was I got so excited when I saw 60-something% and it told me what my reward was going to be, a couple of $100. I staked all of it and I screwed myself on the Chirp KAGE portion where you're supposed to have 500 tokens to get your 50% bonus. Why didn't that 500? I didn't have the 500 or 5,000 or whatever. Excuse me. I didn't have that in there no more. So now I lost my bonus reward, until I can make enough entropy with my Blackbird miner to throw that back into my Sui wallet to get the KAGE bonus. So, I screwed myself on that one, but that was just me. Because I just think staking is crazy. So I can't get this to work. So if anybody knows how to get this entropy here, unless I gotta use the wallet address or something, but not the wallet address, the entropy's address, but entropy's in there. A mineable meme coin project where the token is mined in a DePIN-like way. Get out of here. You just don't want to show up here. Okay, well, that might work. Entropy. Burning. Well, I'll make it smaller for y'all. It says my balance is too low. So now I need to add more. Now I need to go spend more Solana. Oh. All right, I'm not doing all this on live. I don't want to bore y'all. I've got people probably leaving left and right. But hey, y'all get it. Right? Am I going to do the WXM early access thing? Okay, well, now you'll really make me feel bad like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know what the WXM early access thing. I know that my WXM on the roof of my office right now is not working. It won't connect. Went up there, climbed up there 2 weeks ago, changed the batteries out. The little red light's blinking, and my little M5 thing still doesn't say, still won't connect. I do have my Wi-Fi version right here. I don't know how far, but I think about the M5. At least the M5 is kind of rechargeable, and you can unplug it for a little while. This one you can't. But like I say, the Wi-Fi, which is what the D1 or something like that, is way more stable than what the M5 version is. That thing was trash. But hey, I'm still mining it. Well, not that one because it's not turned on. I'm not connected. Trying to look up something else. So we're gonna burn this stuff eventually somehow. I'm insisting on burning it. After I know people are gonna be looking for it. People are gonna be making comments and everything like that. Oh, let's see. Now I gotta get Solana. put Solana in that to pay the gas fees. What else we got? See what else I got on my list to talk about. Silencio price action, talked about that. Entropy, of course we talked about that. Crypto. I'm going to tell you, I want to start, at least not right now, this minute, but I want to start doing some crypto conferences. I want to start going to some of these deep in conferences. I just don't know how to find out about them. Like I find out about them when people start talking about, hey, we're going to this crypto conference or this deep in conference or this Solana conference next week. I would love to have been in New York for the last 2 days for everything going on up there. You know, hopefully I get rich enough that I hate using that word, but that I can just like, hey, I'm going to the entry party in New York. I'm going to fly. I'm going to get me an airline ticket and hotel room and spend 2 days in New York. I think that would be cool. So what else? Anybody else got anything else? 13 people. We lost some people. I figured that. That's why they want to keep messing with all that. I'll have to play around with it because, and if it burns it, I don't want it to try to give me that money back. That's what I'm worried about too. I guess it's just going to burn it. It's not going to exchange. It's going to burn. So I want to make sure I do that too. But yes, I'm planning on, I know I keep repeating myself just because I'm in 3 different places. My wife's texting me about something else. My son's texting me about something else. I don't know. I still gotta go put my WB 200 up somewhere. Wherever the hell that is. Actually, it's in my backyard. I was running some tests for the Wingbits guys for some things. And so I got like 2 Wingbits spots that need hosts right now. One is this WB 200 station. The other one's another station that had to come down from somewhere. And I got 2 Wingbit stations that need host. One of my other hosts tells me he's moving. So that's my second host that's moving. So I got to deal with that. And I know D. Vasilino has a couple of things, personal things going on. He wasn't going to be able to make it into the chat. But just for D. Vasilino, we're going to go and check Chug Water and see what Chug Water looks like. For those who might be new here, we check Chug Water because Chug Water is a place that we like the name of the place. We like the name of the place, so we always say one of us needs to bite the bullet and go put a station in Chug Water. I don't know how we found it. And here's Chug Water, still no station. One day, one of these 7 streets, even if I got to just take a road trip one day and drive 21 hours and go door to door, I'm going to find somebody, a Di Vasilino, to go put a Wingbit station in Chug Water. I don't know how it would do, but y'all know if anybody saw I'm signing in. I haven't checked my hexes lately. If anybody saw my post in the Wingbits, if anybody saw my post in the Wingbits Discord, I got 140 hexes, 150 hexes the other day. There was some type of weird atmospheric thing going on because we were having all kinds of radio problems at work. There was a sunspot, came off the sun. You know, all these horror stories you always listen to about there's a sunspot coming and we're going to lose, you know, planes are going to fall out the sky and GPS is going to fail and radios are going to fail. Well, we had radios that started having issues. But one thing that did help apparently was propagation because I got 550 miles in some directions with Wingbits. It was stupid. Stupid, crazy stupid. So But always when I do this live, for some reason, it's when the system is updating and it won't show hexes. Because I was hoping that we could check the hexes together like we did last time. But let's see if I go to the exact station. I'm wondering if I go to the exact station, if it will tell me what exactly I was doing. All right, here we go. This is one station. We're going to count together, class, to see how many hexes we got on this one station tonight. We go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 43, 44, 59, 60, 71, 72, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101. That's bad when I get out of breath just from counting. 101 hexes tonight. So as you can see, your hexes vary every day depending on what your atmospheric conditions are doing and everything like that. I think 2 Thursdays ago I counted, I was at like 92 or 93. Here now I'm at 101. Last week I was at 140 or something like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm getting count dizzy too. Go to show all slider. I don't see a show all slider. Oh, that's why, because I want to show all slider. Got it. Show all slider. Canada, not close enough for Who Fought Its Backyard yet. Still holding on to the Godfather of the Gulf title for right now. Yeah, but let me see. This station ain't online yet. It's still on its way. So now I'm starting to wonder, how long can these things stay reserved? Because you think I would know that by now. WB200s have shipped. There's been 1 or 2 countries that had some kind of import issues or something like that. But these have been reserved since everybody started buying WB200s. So now this one, which is in my old hometown, on my old street up in here when I grew up, but which I think is just weird. This one's fairly new, but this one got filled. This one and this one. Not that I'm rushing them in here. Hopefully they just said, there's a Godfather of the Gulf we don't want to go and piss off, so we're going to cancel our order. I don't know. But I don't know what they think they're going to make. But that's Wingbits. Oh, we've been at it for my DIY maps, everything. Yeah, like I honestly watch my TAR 1090 screen if I had nothing to do during the day. I have one of my hosts that's in Wyoming or wherever he's at, Idaho, and retired military guy, just retired, younger guy like my age, but retired already from the military. has a station there, and he said when he first installed it for me, he just sat there on the computer screen and just watched TAR 1090, because the military base he was at, station that is, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 miles from the house, but apparently they must not be running anything top secret, so they're running ADS-B, so he gets to see the planes and shit that he would used to deal with on the base flying over his house. That's how he knew they were flying over his house, was from watching that. So that was his entertainment. So, anything else? Yeah, I do think that was a record. Now, again, like, to be honest, it's a cool bragging tool, but let's be honest, at 520 miles, you know, it takes me to get one plane out of that hex to get it marked for that 24 hours. I'm probably not making anything out of it. I probably made like a 0.2 wing out of that hex. So it's cool to brag about, but it probably, I think I might have made an extra 50 wings that day, when you think I probably got an extra 50 hexes that day. So people who always keep wanting to expand more and hexes, more hexes don't necessarily mean you're going to get more wings. I know a lot of people are talking about this new thing with the airports and super hexes. I am very eager to see that, because that same station does cover ground, planes on the ground. It's close enough to New Orleans International Airport. And then my Baton Rouge one of them is close enough to capture a couple of ground planes every now and then. So it should still be able to do the low-level flights at Baton Rouge International Airport. So I am eager to see how that whole thing works out too. So look, there's a lot of stuff going on. I said that last night at the end of my video. I know some of y'all don't watch my videos. Look, I'm not lying to y'all. Other than the Monday videos, I don't even no longer try to convince myself that they could be under an hour. We talk about too many projects, and then the one or two times where I've tried to really rush through it, and I ended them at like 50 minutes. I go back and watch those videos, and it's like we didn't cover nothing because I rushed through them. So I'd rather take my time, put chapters in. Yeah, some people are still gonna get pissed off because that's just what they do. Listen, I keep telling you, I don't want to watch an hour-long video my own self. But my other videos, I really do tell myself at the beginning, like, okay, this is not going to be a long video. I'm just going to cover this. And then when I go edit it, I'm like, man, this is still 30 minutes long. And that's me even taking some stuff out. A lot of these videos, I have extra fluff in there that I'm talking about. And I'm like, yeah, I repeated this 3 times. I think I can take this out. So, but, you know, last night, at the end of the video, what I was getting at originally was, like, I think this is some exciting times. We've been waiting for a lot of these projects. Hey, I'm looking at, you know, getting into new projects if the price is right or stuff like that. But, you know, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, I need to bring on some fresh meat, some fresh stuff for the channel. But I'm having so much fun with Entropy and Wingbits and some of these other ones, and I'm running, even though the price sucks, but I'm still running Nadix every day and Silencio every day and Soarchain and Junk Coin and Irwin Coin and, you know, all these other ones. I'm like, do I really need more? You know, let's just keep rolling with it. I'm still DCAing into a couple of tokens every payday. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I change my mind on it all the time. But, you know, Rover, hey, I wish I would have gotten Rover. I think it's too late now. At least that's my opinion. For some people, it might still be prime time to get into that. Wayru, maybe I blessed myself by procrastinating and never spending the money on that license. Some people knock it. Some people say it's not as bad as what people make it out to be. I don't know. You know, trying to keep up with it all. Just trying to keep up with it. Do people get pissed off your videos too long? Well, they make comments. They make stupid comments. Like, you know, man, I can't sit through an hour-long video. Hey, that's why I got chapters. You know, but hey, it is. Some of that stuff don't bother me no more. It doesn't bother me like it used to. You know, I put myself out there. I have to know that there's gonna be people making a-hole comments. People are awfully tough behind keyboards. You know, we've learned that for a while. It is what it is. I can handle that kind of criticism. Despite people seeing me get pissed off in these videos, I can handle that kind of criticism. I can't handle the lies. I have tried to strive myself, even to make myself look like a fool, to come on here to say I was wrong about certain things. Because that's me trying to be honest. When people go into Discord and say, yeah, that grumpy dude is a liar, that grumpy dude lied about this, that grumpy lied about that, I will lose my stuff in their Discord and then get warned and then come on video and blast the dude. And it's and then the day after I realized, yeah, that was kind of immature of me. I didn't have to go make a 20-minute video calling the dude a fool and the idiot and giving examples of why he's a moron. You're right. I'm gonna keep the video up anyway for the views, but still, I do tend to realize now, and the more I try to make this channel more professional, and I keep watching these other guys, passive crypto mining. Like, I love his videos just because I wish I could edit videos and learn how to make all these videos with all these different images and all the stuff like that. And you're not going to see somebody like him do a video bashing some goofball from a Discord. And I have to learn that. It's, you know, even though I'm old, that's maturing, I guess, as a YouTuber, is letting some of that stuff go. But I'm just about defending myself, because people are going to see that in their Discord or somewhere and say, I ain't going to watch that dude if he lies like that, but it ain't true. So you can call me, you can say I'm rude too much, you can say I complain too much. I get that. You can say my videos are too long. I get that. I can't defend any of that. Just don't lie. That's my thing. So, you know, it don't bother me. What coverage map on Discord? I'm painting North America's, making new friends. Yeah, Influx, you've been hustling it too, man. I have to give that to you. You have been hustling, because I see you on there hustling. I have to give it to you. You know, like I said, I have two more Wingbits stations, DIY stations. Well, no, I'm sorry. One DIY station that's sitting here with its Geosonic waiting to get put out. And I have the WB200. But I'm picky on where I'm putting them at. I've had somebody contact me about 2 weeks ago about putting it out, and literally it was right outside Dallas. And I show y'all Dallas on the map, and I'm like, there's no way I'm putting that station there. I appreciate it. I appreciate you willing to put one up for me. And he didn't even want hardly anything for a hosting fee. I'm like, I appreciate it, man, but no. Yeah, but it's offline right now still. Like, I'm not going to go slam those poor people in Dallas or Shreveport, you know, or anything like that. If you find a place that doesn't have more than 1 or 2 stations within 100 miles, even though those are getting more rare, call me up. We'll see. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, I appreciate all the support again. I know I say it every video, but this week was an amazing week, just also for me, just to see the amount of support that I got with that entropy miner and that code that was used yesterday. And I really appreciate all the support that everybody's giving me. And with that, you know, I got 1 or 2 videos I want to do for probably tomorrow, this weekend. You know, I'm off on Monday from work, but probably gonna take a ride to Grand Isle. I got my Grand Isle station down again. I gotta get that network fixed or something, because that Wi-Fi is horrible. And Grand Isle is normally probably my number 2 station, and that being down is killing me. And I gotta get it up, you know, because you have a deadline on how long these devices can stay offline for. So, Again, I appreciate everybody. I hope you have a good evening, good weekend, good holiday weekend for some of y'all. And see y'all in the next video. Appreciate it.